On to the big story of the day, the big gainer on the Nifty, that is Dr. Reddy's. Ekta, what did the street like so much?
Well, yes, I'm going to start with what the street liked this quarter, and I'm not going to get into the numbers, really. It was the India business, or everything outside of the US. India was up 19% on a year-on-year basis, and interestingly, the company, licenses products from innovators and sells it in India. These products are basically not your generic products that you get in the pharmacy very easily, but they are innovator products which Dr. Reddy's is selling and allowing the other Indian market to access that. NRT, which is basically their nicotine replacement therapy business, they had acquired this some time ago, was up 25% on a year-on-year basis. Russia, highest ever quarterly revenue, it was up 51% year-on-year. US was $329 million versus $330 million versus estimates of anywhere between $280 to $310 million. The commentary was positive as well, so that aided the sentiment. The US should grow in single digits, but other markets in double digits. India, 15 to 16% growth is seen as sustainable over the near term. NRT business, the company sees strong upside to the earlier single-digit guidance. 25% is a very solid average for the company's aiming for in terms of margins in FY27. They're expecting to launch the blockbuster Semaglutide in Canada anywhere between Jan to May, so this is going to be a pivot, important period to track. And also, they are looking to possibly launch in India on 21st of March. That's the date that they've given, and also Brazil and other major markets by July. So 80 markets is what they're aiming for. Street is looking forward to all of this.
Street is looking forward to it. So tell us what the street is looking forward to. What are the analysts making of the numbers for Dr. Reddy's?
Well, yes, I'll just get to the key triggers. Semaglutide is estimated to contribute $180 to $200 million across markets in FY27. The bullish scenario goes up to $250 million. Street is working with a contribution of around $85 million in Canada, 100 crore market for India. Remaining should possibly come in from regulated markets. Biosimilars to watch out for. Denosumab, the launch is delayed by 6 months. Abatacept IV, where the approval is expected by the end of this year in the US. Rituximab, where they have received a complete response letter from the US FDA. That could be delayed. Any movement on that would be watched out for. Brokerages, CLSA has upgraded the stock to hold. Motilal has a neutral. HSBC has a buy call. Citi has a sell on Dr. Reddy's.
All right, Ekta, thanks a lot for that. So that's about the triggers, what the street liked, and what's lies ahead for Dr. Reddy's. But we also spoke with the management of Dr. Reddy's to understand their business outlook for this fiscal and beyond. Let's listen in.
We believe that the US should grow a single digit, while the other markets we should grow double digit. We will continue to have launches like we normally do. The next big products that likely to be launched in the United States is Abatacept. Before that, we will launch a biosimilar called Denosumab, which will be smaller. So once the biosimilars will kick in, likely that we'll see a higher growth rate than that. The company is busy with the growth, so the growth is giving us those margins. We are containing the cost. The rate of our cost is half of the rate of our sales growth, and this is what is giving us the margins. In addition to the products that you asked, like Semaglutide and Abatacept, we are also busy with BD. So the composition of the BD, as well as the compositions of the other elements, will determine if it's 20% EBITDA or 25% EBITDA for this kind of period of time. But overall, the 25% that we discuss is very solid average that we always aiming to do. This is the terminology that Health Canada is using for asking for additional information. They issued it in the end of October, and they got it already at the beginning of November. And we are waiting for the response, hopefully with approval. The approval can come anytime from now to May, because they have, per their regulations, up to 180 days to answer our submissions. It's a very important product for India. We will definitely launch in India once the patent is expired, which is in the later part of March. So we will do that. We are also submitting the product in many markets, more than 80. The other markets that will launch the product will be Turkey, Brazil. I'm talking about a relatively bigger market for this product. So Canada, India, Turkey, Brazil, and then of course then many markets as well as B2B. We are giving our products to partners so they can use it both in India as well as outside of India.
All right, so that is Dr. Reddy's. What we'll do is take a short break. On the other side, SM Lakshmanan, the Vice President, Finance and Accounts of Thangamahal Jewelry, joins in to discuss their third quarter earnings.